bro. I just can't wait to beat him and shut him up. Teo not on this level. Teo is a level fighter, but he's not on my level.
Very talented. So is Teofimo. He's more explosive with power, but Teofimo is very athletic. He is very talented. You got two athletic guys, two talented guys. Again, Teofimo I would favor with the power. This is gonna be interesting.
I'm gonna break him. I know it's gonna be a certain point in that fight to where he's gonna be mentally frustrated, and when he gets mentally frustrated, that is where I'm going to attack.
The air was thick with danger when Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez came face to face at their recent press conference, and what began as standard fight promotion almost turned into total chaos right before everyone's eyes. These undefeated lightweight powerhouses, each carrying massive egos and championship dreams that drive their every move, traded verbal daggers and death stares that had everyone in the room holding their breath. Stevenson stayed cool, but you could see the fire burning behind his eyes, while Lopez looked like he was seconds away from throwing down, his whole body coiled like a spring. There was this moment where time seemed to freeze and it felt like diplomacy was about to go out the window, with these two ready to settle things right there on stage, and within minutes the footage was everywhere online, breaking the internet as fight fans went absolutely crazy.
Going up the extra 5 pounds?
Honestly, no. I feel like Teo's not that much bigger than me. I think he kind of a little muscular, but that shit don't mean nothing. Muscle don't win fights, but
faster.
You talking about room 40
Faster.
though?
You said what?
You talking about room 40?
Yeah.
Room 40's nuts.
Faster.
Yo, you pause, bro. What's up with you, bro? You been wildin'
I'll
since
fuck you
been
hard,
here, bro. Pause.
Hard. Real hard.
Man, what do you say to that, bro? Like, you hear him, bro? I just can't wait to beat him and shut him up, bro. Teo not on this level. Teo is a high level.
Lopez fired back with some serious attitude, saying his opponent might have skills but doesn't belong in the same conversation as him. This showdown is getting labeled as a meeting between two absolute killers in their division, making it the kind of fight people will remember for years. Both guys are hitting their peak right now, masters of their craft with championship gold already around their waists, which makes this moment feel even more massive. Boxing insiders aren't calling this just another title bout on the schedule. This is the real deal, a genuine examination of world-class talent and heart that's gonna demand everything from both warriors. They each bring something completely different to the dance, mixing speed with power and ring smarts in ways that make this clash impossible to predict. And neither fighter is coming in damaged or past his best, but pressure feels different this time around. Most experts think this battle will settle who deserves to be mentioned with the very best fighters alive, and might shape boxing's future landscape for the next decade.
What about, too, they just had their press conference in New York, the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson fight.
The things that Teofimo is coming out with, I don't think Shakur knows even what to say or reply to it. You know, I wouldn't even want to repeat the stuff that he's saying, but he's making some really, really fruity comments. But I suppose that's one way to get in your opponent's head. But I think that's a great fight. I think, forget all the sort of trash talk and the build up. It's a fight between two genuine elite world level fighters. We've seen how good Teofimo is. We know how good Shakur is and how dominant, and you know just how in control he's been of pretty much every moment of his career so far. And I think Teofimo is good enough at boxing and moving and fighting to maybe cause him some problems. But for me, Shakur is as close to a perfect boxer as you can probably get on his day. He makes so few mistakes. He judges the range tremendously well. He's constantly looking for little ways in to score as well as staying safe, so they don't have a chance to really, you know, win the rounds back. I would favour slightly Shakur.
The connection between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson goes way back and has always been complicated, built more on competition and tension than any kind of friendship or respect between them. These two came up as elite prospects at almost the exact same time, with boxing fans always putting them head to head and arguing about who was climbing the ladder faster. They never developed any real friendship or showed much love for each other, but their names kept getting linked whenever people talked about the sport's next generation of superstars, leading to heated exchanges and competitive fire on social platforms as they kept demanding a fight and throwing challenges back and forth through interviews and online posts.
Seen Shakur back in
Amateurs,
no,
pros?
yeah, I'm thinking I don't know if it's 2011 or 2012 National Junior Olympics or Junior National Golden Gloves. And I remember seeing him. He was wearing a white tank top. I think it was red and white trunks. And he was just whooping on dude bad. And that's when I noticed. But we were in different weight classes at the time, different age group, I think. And we were both cleaning up our divisions leading up to the finals. He ended up winning. I ended up, coming in second. But nevertheless, that's when I noticed him. And ever since then, it's just been history.
What were your early impressions?
Listen to what he had to say. The man can definitely throw hands. Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. stepped into the conversation around the Stevenson-Lopez buildup, bringing some level-headed analysis to cut through all the heated exchanges and drama that's been grabbing headlines. Jones Jr. broke it down by saying Lopez needs to take some serious chances and roll the dice if he wants to have any shot at beating Stevenson when they finally meet. If he doesn't, Stevenson's smooth boxing skills and non-stop movement are going to give him problems for all 12 rounds, turning it into a nightmare for Lopez. The way Jones sees it, Stevenson's defensive abilities and technical precision make him almost impossible to catch with clean power shots, so Lopez has to take risks and bring the heat to create openings where he can land something meaningful. Jones approached it like a chess match instead of just getting caught up in all the press conference theatrics, stressing that hunger and execution of the right strategy will determine who walks away victorious when that opening bell sounds.
You got an opponent in Shakur Stevenson who's confused now. He literally was looking around like the look that Shakur Stevenson had on his face was, I did not come here for this. And I think he even said, I really don't know what to say about it. That don't make for a good press conference to me.
There's old school and there's new school. Old school has something like that been said, it would not have allowed us to be able to come face to face. Because you don't say it to me and think I ain't gonna try to tear your head off as soon as I get close to you.
Well, you're not gonna wait till a fight night. You're gonna get it in that day.
Because some things are because sometimes you go a little bit beyond respect. That's disrespectful. If you disrespect me on any level, we fighting then. Now I'm gonna try to hold it together but if you disrespect me, which is what he just did, I'm not gonna ask him about what he's talking about. When I get close enough, I'm finna show him what I ain't talking about. You understand where I'm coming from? Had he said that in my day, it could not. I would tell him, listen, whatever y'all do, don't let me get close to him. Because if I get close to him, I promise you, I'm finna lay him out right now. I'll pay the fines.
So you gonna hit him with the Riddick Bowe, Larry Donald two-piece at the press conference?
Right now. You understand me? You just said that. You challenging me. You're trying to see if I'm really a man or not. He basically trying to, little boy, you understand me? So if a man let you say that and he don't do nothing, you feel like, he already let go. He already good. You feel me? No, you don't do that. Somebody got to listen. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I told you I'm old school, Dre. I'm so sorry, but I promise you, I'm gonna tell him, do not let me get within 6 foot, because I'm going.
Teofimo Lopez has been cranking up the intensity as his January 31st battle with Shakur Stevenson gets closer, promising he's gonna break Stevenson down and reveal what he sees as major weaknesses in the Southpaw's approach that nobody else has figured out how to attack. Lopez swears that Stevenson's fancy defensive work won't protect him from the storm that's coming, making the case that a more aggressive, hard-hitting strategy is exactly what's required to throw off the lightweight king's timing and create a definitive outcome. He's been all over the media calling out Stevenson's footwork and reactions, labeling him sluggish and easy to read, while claiming he's spotted obvious holes in Stevenson's game that he's planning to target methodically when they finally clash under those bright arena lights. Lopez's swagger comes from his rock-solid conviction that his non-stop aggression and devastating punching power will make Stevenson pay dearly on fight night, and he's been talking openly about ending things early.
Not to look over it, but a lot of people look at southpaws they're very difficult, but I grew up with southpaws since a kid. Kind of understand the rhythms of it. Don't get me wrong, he could be slick, but it's something I do to southpaws that just work in my favor.
Shakur different though.
It's all right.
Shakur's a special fighter.
Yeah, but
you got dropped, man. What you talking about?
You
got dropped.
Yes, Dad.
Even his little daughter said.
Hold on, get a pops a mic, man.
Dad, like, we need that fire.
Get a pops a mic, man.
Now,
No, don't stay quiet, Pops. Don't stay quiet.
Now I understand why you stay.
Don't stay quiet.
no, yeah. Theo like, nah.
Freaking 4 seconds, man.
This is a special fight because of who we both of y'all are, but Shakur is a special fighter. You gotta acknowledge that.
That's what we fighting.
There you go.
Yeah.
So he does agree that he's special.
He does get hit.
But I mean, he got hit.
Gonna crack him at least. He's gonna hit him.
He got hit a couple times against Cepeda, but he put himself in a position. Normally, he doesn't get hit like that.
That boy would have been down.
This goes way beyond just promotional games or marketing tactics designed to boost television numbers. Real bad blood like this can impact fight week energy and the actual contest in serious ways. When competitors show up to a press conference, clearly ready to throw hands before the official date, everything changes dramatically. Athletic commissions bring extra security, promotional teams focus heavily on keeping things under control, and fans get even more excited about added tension that makes the real fight feel monumentally important. For both Lopez and Stevenson, who've built their brands on swagger and showmanship that follows them everywhere, the confrontation only brought more eyeballs and made this already huge matchup feel absolutely gigantic. Both fighters used aggressive language and psychological warfare throughout the entire event. Lopez played the instigator role perfectly, running his mouth non-stop and pushing Stevenson's buttons with personal attacks, while Stevenson came back with ice-cold but cutting responses and a clear message that nobody was going to show him any disrespect. The temperature got so hot at one point that handlers and security physically stepped in to keep the fighters apart when they were nose to nose, practically breathing on each other. That's when you mentioned sticking around at L140 and taking this fight.
His last fight, Cepeda. His last fight. You don't know how many people are talking about him on every scale level. And when it came to the talks of me and Haney fighting in August, I didn't go for it because he had no motion. Now he does after the Brian Norman. But Shakur, it's all there. But I didn't focus on him. I was focused on what's next, trusting my power team, trusting on my team and what can do and who could we fight next. Shakur decided, he initiated, let's go up to fight
Terrence Bud Crawford. One of boxing's absolute best fighters and champion across multiple weight classes has been working directly with Shakur Stevenson during training camp, as Stevenson gets ready to face Teofimo Lopez in what could be the defining fight of his career. Video clips and reports from the training facility show Crawford right there with Stevenson, sparring sessions and technical work, sharing championship-level knowledge and fine-tuning Stevenson's reflexes, defensive positioning, and fight intelligence as he steps up in weight to challenge Lopez's championship belts. Even with all the intense bad blood that's been brewing for years, Teofimo Lopez has cooled down the personal drama in recent media appearances, claiming this matchup comes down to professional competition and determining who stands at the top, rather than personal beef or settling old grudges. Lopez keeps stressing that boxing means business above everything else, and his attention is locked on following through with a winning strategy and proving his greatness inside those ropes, not getting revenge or letting his emotions take over. Lopez has stated loud and clear that being in New York, particularly close to his Brooklyn neighborhood where he came up, provides him with a major mental advantage heading into the January 31st showdown with Shakur Stevenson at Madison Square Garden. With the fight officially locked in for New York at the most legendary venue in combat sports, demand for seats has been through the roof from the second they became available, and Lopez has embraced the benefit of competing in front of a heavily pro-Lopez audience in his backyard, where his fan base runs deep. People are grabbing tickets as fast as they can for what's projected to be one of the biggest fights in the city this year, maybe the most significant boxing spectacle New York has witnessed in recent memory, and Lopez has fed into the excitement by talking up how meaningful it is to defend his WBO and Ring Magazine junior welterweight championships near the streets where he grew up and first learned the sweet science.
New York City, who's going to do the most ticket sales for this thing?
Brooklyn, baby. Brooklyn all the way.
All right, man.
All the way, man. All my people they go real hard for me. So I'm definitely going to be out there represent, and look forward to see where we land and what venue we'll be fighting at.
Teo, earlier in the show, we discussed a quote from Terrence Crawford, who's been training with Shakur Stevenson. Obviously, they're good friends. And he said that, quote unquote, Shakur is going to beat the F out of Teofimo Lopez. I'm just quoting you there. Tio, we know that you've had your problems with Crawford too. You guys got into it a couple of times last year, yelling at each other. Is there a little extra oomph for you in this fight, knowing that Crawford is in Shakur's corner?
No, not at all. Define the odds, man. Everybody be on that side. I think that they all have like some sort of group plan amongst each other. Even with Keyshawn Davis, they all think that they're going to conquer boxing as friends. I don't think there's friends in this sport. I think Malik Scott would also agree to me on that part. I don't think this should be friends. This is a fight business. This is not about, hey, I want you to conquer this division, I'll conquer that division, we'll all be friends and we'll be champions. This is not the Klitschko brothers era.
When Shakur Stevenson calls Teofimo Lopez delusional in a good way, hinting that his confidence might be disconnected from what's actually happening, Lopez fires right back at that description, drawing a sharp line between real confidence and living in a dream world. He breaks it down by saying that being delusional means buying into something fake or unsupported by evidence, and from his perspective, his self-belief comes directly from achievements, championship belts, and elite-level performances at the sport's highest stage. Lopez views his confidence as complete self-knowledge rather than hype or delusion, built on experience and concrete results that don't need explanation. He's comfortable knowing exactly who he is as a competitor and what he delivers every single time he walks through those ropes into battle. At the same time, Lopez makes it clear that his goals don't end with Stevenson and that he's already thinking past this fight. He confirms his desire to face Terence Crawford down the road, presenting that possible showdown as another mountain he's ready to climb, no matter what weight class issues or Crawford's status as one of the planet's most feared fighters might mean.
According to him, that you think you're better than you are, but actually that helps you. It helps you rise to the level. What do you think about that? What Shakur said about you?
He's inaccurate because delusional is when it's not real. It's real. It's just what it is, man. I am who I am. I know what I am, and I think that's why I look at it like this. I may get something out of it, but Crawford sent out one of his little guys to come and finish the job, and I think that's not gonna work. I'm still gonna be here, and if he's still gonna be in boxing, I would love to face him right after. He is the guy. He is the man of boxing.
When the conversation turns to knockout power and his philosophy on ending fights early, Teofimo Lopez emphasizes that his method comes from patience and smart planning rather than hunting for a spectacular finish or trying to manufacture something that's not naturally developing. He breaks down how in boxing, actively searching for a knockout usually backfires, creating critical errors in footwork and sloppy defensive habits that leave you open to getting hurt. Lopez stresses the value of establishing a strong, steady rhythm in the opening rounds to take command and break his opponent down gradually throughout the fight. By bringing relentless pressure and controlling the action from that first bell, he trusts that chances will develop organically without having to force anything dangerous. Lopez also raises doubts about Shakur Stevenson's stamina for the complete 12 rounds at 140 pounds, pointing out that this will mark Stevenson's debut at this weight division. He thinks the extra size, physical demands, and continuous pressure at this unfamiliar weight might become a real problem as the fight moves into the championship rounds when exhaustion starts playing a major role.
Pearson, are you training for a knockout? Are you training to do something to not just beat Shakur, but to beat him in grand fashion? When I say grand fashion, I mean going for the knockout.
Well, I think that the whole thing is the Bible of boxing really is that if you look for the knockout, you won't get it. I think really it's just all about setting the good pace early in the beginning rounds and then going from there, setting that tone. I think that I don't see him going those 12 rounds. This is his first time moving up to 140. A lot of these guys could say a lot of things about me not knocking them out or whatnot, but they don't come and try to fight me after they feel this power. So it's for a reason. It carries. It does carry. I mean, I had a good showing with Arnold Barboza. He was number one, my mandatory, and he was too hesitant trying to commit to punches. So I think that it's just something that's going to be a rude awakening for Shakur.
Hey, Doug, you hear that? He said the Bible of boxing. What else is called the Bible of boxing? Ring Magazine. And he's a two-division Ring Magazine champ.
Great ambassador for those championship belts as well.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm very big on those things. I claimed 2 weight divisions, 2 Ring Magazine belts just at 25, and I'm 28 now. I've been defending my belts now. I feel great, and then most importantly, this will be my 4th title defense with the Ring and the WBO junior welterweight world divisions.
Ryan Garcia sounds completely sure when he picks Shakur Stevenson to win this battle, pointing to several crucial strengths that he thinks separate Stevenson from everyone else in their division. He calls out Stevenson's lightning-fast hands, razor-sharp defensive reflexes that make him nearly impossible to tag with clean shots, and superior ring smarts that help him figure out puzzles as game-changing advantages that can shut down even the most dangerous challengers. Garcia points out that Stevenson's ice-cold composure when things get heated and skill at changing his approach during the fight help him maintain control even when facing heavy heat from attacking fighters. From his angle, these qualities make Stevenson an extremely tough puzzle for someone like Teofimo Lopez, who depends on size and aggression. Garcia thinks that Stevenson's combination of movement, laser accuracy, and tactical brilliance creates multiple paths to victory in this specific fight. If Stevenson follows his blueprint and performs with focus and composure, Garcia sees him controlling every minute from opening to closing bell, and walking away as the clear winner when those judges turn in their scorecards.
We need some real boxing guys in this thing.
Yo, who you got, Shakur or Teo?
I got Shakur Stevenson beat him.
You got Shakur? You don't think Teo's gonna win?
Nah, bro. Nah.
Damn, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I got Teo too, bro.
You guys got Teo? How much you guys want to bet, bro?
Yeah, I got Teo.
How much you guys want to bet? Anytime.
Bet, bro. I don't got money compared to you.
Nah, I'll bet. Hey, I'll bet in your tax bracket, bro.
100. Let's do 100.
I'll bet 100, bro. Let's
bet 100.
Yeah, let's do 100.
Fucking do it. Bro.
I'll bet 500 on Teo.
I see a lot of Devin Haney fans in listening, but they ain't coming up to chat. That's crazy. Bro.
Nah, they love watching.
They scared.
I see they just be hating, but don't want to talk. That's crazy, bro.
Bring one up.
I'm trying, bro, but they don't want to talk. That's crazy, bro.
Let's cook one of them. Let's bring him up.
Last entertaining Devin Haney fight was you, bro.
Yeah, that was the only entertaining fight he's ever had. That's what's crazy about it.
Are you gonna pull up to Shakur and Teo? The fight?
Nah, bro. I think it might be a little too close to my fight. I might actually. It's not that close.
Okay.
I might. I still got like 3 weeks. That would be 3 weeks before my fight.
So what's your take on this incredible matchup coming our way? Who do you think has the advantage when they finally meet? Will it be Lopez bringing that devastating power and relentless pressure, or Stevenson with his lightning speed and technical mastery? Share your predictions and analysis in the comment section, and let's start a discussion about how you see this unfolding when these two warriors finally enter that squared circle in January.